Praise the Lord. You're all welcome on this broadcast brought to you by Christian Innovation Business Network. Follow us on our Facebook page, Christian Innovation Business Network. This is brought to you by Brother Stephen Sesanga. Follow us also on our YouTube page and subscribe, Stephen Sesanga. Today we continue with investment, which is our 10 commandment of money. Thy money shall make more money. Today I want to talk about diversification. To businesses, this is a business strategy of launching new products or product lines, new services into new markets. On a personal level, it is a business strategy of allocating your investment money strategically among various different asset categories to help you manage risk. Understand that when you talk about putting all your money in one business venture, it is a very risky business strategy, because when we are talking about managing risk, the event that a negative catastrophe will happen to one particular business which you have invested in is high, and therefore your portfolio may be wiped out as a result of that negative investment. Now, when we look at Luke chapter 19, we have seen this noble man. Whenever the Bible talks about a noble man, they are talking about a wealthy individual, both in investment and as well as assets. Verse 13, it says, he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. And he said unto them, occupy till I come. Now, this word occupy in your dictionary means to take hold or to control. It also means to hold your ground. You take possession. And this is the dream of the noble man. Stay in control, make profits, increase, take over territories in business, increase your capacity as far as business is concerned. Now, it is amazing, he is telling us, occupy till I come, yet he is diversifying his investment portfolio. He is getting different investments in various markets, and yet for he himself, he is going overseas. So you can literally see, we saw him as an international businessman. He has already conquered the domestic territory, and yet he is going overseas, So one of the advantages of diversification is reducing risk. You reduce chances of making large losses. Why? Because whenever you put all your eggs in one basket, then that means in case there is that negative catastrophe that may hit negatively or adversely affect your investment, then you are all wiped out. Now, look at Ecclesiastes chapter 11. Ecclesiastes chapter 11. It says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Verse 2. Put your investments in several places, many places in fact, because you never know what kind of bad luck you are going to have in this world. That is Ecclesiastes. Another version is saying, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. So you have to learn how to diversify your investment as a business strategy. You need to, we've talked about acquisition of knowledge. Knowledge will empower you to have or to gain more information about various possibilities in investments. And as you make your investment, you are less likely to make losses. Already, Luke 19 is teaching us this, that when you are looking at business as a whole, there is risk, and on the other side, there are returns. But you need to look at it you spread risk by throwing your investments in various places or in various markets. In the Bible, when it says cast your bread upon waters, he is talking about business, but also he is coming from the agricultural point of view. They have what they call intercropping. Intercropping, this is where you are, growing various crops at the same time. And then you also have what you call crop rotation. The idea is that certain crops pull out from the ground certain nutrients, and then other crops, release the same nutrients into the ground. If one pulls out zinc, another one is putting back copper. So the idea of give and take, there's always this give and take relationship when you talk about farming. So diversification is going to help you manage risk. It means it calls for different sorts of knowledge, technology, and skills. You are going to approach various investment brokers who have various knowledge to help you spread the risk. It is a growth strategy of expansion. You expand into new markets. Companies grow their presence and capture space. You're seeing Bill Gates. Originally, he started in computers. Today, he's talking about biology, biotechnology. Every time he's talking about vaccines. These are guys who are taking over the world. They are always reading, gaining knowledge. Whoever gains knowledge in any particular field conquers. So we Christians have to be more serious because other individuals are gaining knowledge. We have all been given, one head. Elon Musk is not having two heads, but they are using the advantage of others. Use other people who have expertise in order to take advantage of the same time that we have all been given. We have all been given 24 hours in a day. So why do we pay experts? In order not to make losses. So diversification caters to new customers and increases profits. So in your business, you are going to go to new territories. If Uganda is not enough, then you launch out to neighboring countries. You've seen this company called Unilever. You know, they are in Kenya, they are in Tanzania, they are in Zanzibar, they are in Rwanda. You know, get your product, you know, market it out to various regions. You know, if Uganda is saturated, then, you know, take the same product to Juba, South Sudan. Take that product to Kenya. Take that product to other territories. Now, there is this guy called Ansoff. Ansoff came up with a certain chart on how to help companies manage diversification. And he's saying that you can come up with new products, and you can also come up with a new market. You retain your existing market, you retain your existing product, but again, you can diversify into new products. You know, other companies are all coming up. You saw Apple. Apple is already developing Apple car. You know, after the success of them being in you know, phones, they are now developing cars. So Ansoff is a tool for strategic planning, which is commonly used by companies. They advise to implement using similar resources. This can be merchandising, financial or technical resources. Use these in the original product line. Number 2, a company must gather knowledge and learn new skills to diversify. It must understand product development and also how the market functions. So he's talking about gaining knowledge. He's talking about gaining new skills. You know, whenever we talk about investment, you have to know that you have to be a learner. Gain new skills. Always things are changing. The world is not static. What you knew yesterday, you know, it has changed. Every time new products are coming up on the market technologically. You know, technology has changed the game every time. Remember when we were students and all of a sudden computers came. When you look at our children, they are better prepared to with technology than the parents. Why? Because you know, the young always adapt. The young can take more risks because they still have time. But for you, you have to take risks through diversification by spreading your investments. So taking risk is not a problem, but managing it is what you need. This is something that you are going to look at when you look at Luke 19. He spread the risk. The first one came and said, Master, your pound has made 10 pounds. So we do not know, but what we know is that at least they were not only in one thing. They could have been trading in linen. Others could have been farmers, maybe in cotton. You know, no farmer is going to invest in only one type of crop. They are going to, you know, you remember they are using a barter trade, and as a result, your wealth was based on the number of products that you had. So This is very, very important because diversification is going to promote revenue growth. Why? Because some product lines may make losses and others may make profits. So if you have like 10 product lines, like what this guy had, then you are able to leverage on your return on investment. You are able to better manage risk. And another advantage is that you now have a wider customer base. Because imagine if your product is already popular in Uganda and now you want it to gain the same popularity in South Sudan or in Nairobi or in Tanzania. That means you are increasing the capacity of growth. If the company in Uganda makes profits, you are increasing the same profits through various segments. Why? Because you are already in various places. Then you have what you call brand recognition. You are using that investment to plow it into various investments. Now, coming on a personal level, it means that when you decide to make a business and you are making your investments, do not only look at one investment. Praise the Lord. If I am successful in one, I have to launch out to another investment. Don't only be satisfied with one. Look out at ensuring that you are increasing your profitability even in other areas as far as business is concerned. Ensure that you can approach various individuals who have more knowledge in different markets. Always do market surveys before you make any investments. Don't just wake up and all of a sudden get your money and put it, in a particular investment. I remember there are these guys of digital currencies, who came here a few years ago. They were talking about cryptocurrencies. They were talking about Telex. There is also this forex trading. A lot of people have lost money. I know of certain students, instead of paying their tuition, they got that money and they gave it to these so-called investment brokers. And before you know, most of them are in prison. They are, they took people's money. We never did survey. We never carried out due diligence on these investments. And most of individuals are taken up by what others are saying. You are going to worry more about businesses that offer huge returns. They are telling you that they are giving you 50% on your investment. You give him $10,000 and he's offering you $5,000 per month. People have been crying. And these people, they are called scammers. They are everywhere. They know people are very, very, very hungry when it comes to, getting back a return. It is good. There's what they call payback period. The number of years that it is going to take to recoup back your investment. For example, if you invest in a property, if you build apartments, I know that it is going to take between 10 to 12 years for you to have recouped back your investment. Of course, some businesses bring, the payback period is what? Is lower compared to real estate, because no investor wants to take a decade before his investment is plowed back or is returned. So mind more when it comes to individuals who are promising higher profits and higher returns, because the highest of the profits is going to mean the highest of the risk. We have already talked about that. So maintain profitability through the lowest and the highest of an industry. One of the things you are also going to look at is understanding the entity or your business environment. You are going to do a scan. What are the profits in that industry? What is the return in that area of business? Usually people just come up and say, we have to go to China. We have to go to China. But we have to understand that because not many companies are keeping proper books of accounts, most companies don't even know, or especially small businesses, you can't really know whether they are making profits or not. Why? Because they are not keeping proper books of accounts. And therefore, by you looking at one's stock, you are going to just say that person or that business is profitable. So do carry out a due diligence before you invest in any area of business. Companies sometimes release products or services that are not connected to what it sells. However, these may cater to the select existing customer base. When this happens, it is known as horizontal diversification. Company goes into something that it is not well known of. It is called horizontal diversification. This is very popular with LG. Those of you who know about LG. LG is well known with making TVs, and then they moved over to various things like fridges. So they are known of something, and yet now they produce something that they are not known of. That is horizontal diversification. We know of telecommunication companies. Previously, they were known of selling to us airtime, and then before they moved to data, So that is called horizontal diversification. So gain knowledge in your field. There's also what they call concentric diversification. Sometimes a company releases a new product in a new market that is similar to current products technologically. This is where you are looking at social media platforms, mimicking what telecommunications are doing, meaning that even though you are, communicating to people through social media, you can also call them. You can use WhatsApp to call someone. There's also what they call vertical diversification. Here, a company moves up and down within the supply chain. They join multiple stages of production, which are usually run by different organizations. It begins to run multiple stages of distribution and production of the product. It includes buying, assembly, manufacturing processes, raw materials, and distribution. This The perfect example of this, there are sugar factories, because you look at them, they grow the sugar cane, they produce the sugar cane, and then at the same time they distribute. So at every area, they are trying to ensure that they are gaining profits as far as that area is concerned. So diversification, as we have seen, brings about maximizing of resources. You put all the resources to full utilization. There is full utilization, and also it brings about maximizing of profits. Let me give you one of a diversification strategy by example. We have talked about this Apple car. Apple has been developing this car project in secret for a while. Apple launched Project Titan in 2014. More than 1,000 people were employed to build this electric vehicle. Journalists claim that the company has a target of production by 2024. The company's analyst called Ming-Chi Kuo says the model won't be released before 2025 to 2027. The company will deliver better integration of hardware, software, and services compared to its rivals in the automobile market. Apple has held discussion with Hyundai and other automobile manufacturers. Hyundai Motors declined to comment. So this is enough for today. Always diversify your investment. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Approach various investment brokers to help you make the right decision. Pay that cost. It is also part of the investment cost, where you pay people who are more skilled than you are to assist you to make the right investment decisions. Don't fail to follow us, our YouTube page, Stephen Sesanga, and subscribe. Every time you go to watch that video, share the video with others. Thank you very much.